early start to the day today, getting all set for our trip to Harrogate. Hopefully we're going to have a good time and see lots of lovely things. We're off the motorway now and we're, how long, Wendy? About half an hour?
Half an hour.
Half an hour to go until we arrive at the convention centre. Just about to be going in now. Now, the convention centre is beautiful and I'm just going to show you how lovely this corridor is. This amazing ceiling is the theatre of the original convention centre and it is just spectacular. This is where we'll be coming to eat our lunch. And everybody in here is actually waiting for the show to open. But look at the gorgeousness of here. It is just the most spectacular place to have a sewing show. And we're in and off and running. We're actually the first ones in. Here I am at Popplestone Studio and they're absolutely beautiful. I've got a lovely class prom here last year that's about to go on my knitting. And look at the beautiful gorgeousness.
I've done that.
This is Emma from Popplestone.
Hi there, hi Marion. Now Marion last year bought the scarf pins from here.
I certainly did.
And hasn't started knitting the scarf yet.
I haven't.
So her New Year's resolution is going to be to do that and finish it so we can see what the actual scarf pin looks like.
And this is why I bought one of these. And you're going to see it, everybody, when I knit my yellow cardigan. Well, I'm here with Stitch and Stuff and my sister has just bought this lovely lamp. Lovely magnifying lamp because she's been struggling to have something that worked at her settee. It's all starting to fill up now. This amazing embroidery is hand stitched. Jean Littlejohn. It's called What Goes Around. Hand stitch on dyed cotton. I think it is absolutely amazing. It's so beautiful. And it's just straight stitches, everyone. There's nothing complicated. It's the design that is everything. It's beautiful. Well, we're here at Mandy Patullo's beautiful stand. My sister and my friend are really taken with her work, and rightly so. It's so beautiful. Which bits do you two like the best? You like that one, Alison? It's just a gorgeous fabric, isn't it? Oh, absolutely gorgeous stuff. And the peg dolls are just exquisite. Reminded me of when I was little and dressing peg dolls myself. Oh, I'm making no excuse of just more of Mandy's beautiful, colourful fabrics. And I take you in for a close-up of the stitching. Just beautiful. Right up my street. I'm here at Alexandra's garden. And look at these beautiful vegetables and crocheted plants.
So the company itself is run by Kerry Lord. She's the designer behind it.
Okay.
And this section here is to do with our new vegetables, and on the back was to do with our flowers.
Yeah.
So the latest collection, which is from our brand new book, and that's a collection of 30 crochet vegetable patterns.
Oh, they're really lovely. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Absolutely glorious stitching on this kimono. Sabine, who's making these beautiful hand embroidered pictures, and she's said that she's happy for me to film her. So I really love what you've done here, Sabine. The colours are absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
And how did your inspiration come for this one?
Well, this piece of work is about memories and identity, and it includes all sorts of places where I've lived, where I come from, where I was born, and it's on a self-portrait. My father was Jamaican and my mother was German. I've got my grandmother's house in there, and it's got a self-portrait sort of hidden
Oh, I've just
there.
seen it. Let me just go over so I can go in.
It's all different browns, colours of our blended family that go all into my heritage.
Beautiful.
So,
And I've just noticed a lovely butterfly wing here. It's absolutely beautiful. The amount of work in that.
I was born
It's
on the
just
Dutch
so
border,
much.
so I've included some tulips in there as well.
Isn't that beautiful, Wendy?
Yeah, I like the moss.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a really, really good show.
Oh, thank you very much. It's been
good luck
great
with
so
everything.
far.
Great. Thank you, Sabine.
Thank you.
More of Sabine's beautiful work.
Look at the moths.
Look at the kingfisher. What do you like, Wendy?
The moths, look at the moths.
Dragonfly.
Yeah.
Which one do you like, Alison?
Dragonfly.
Dragonfly. Absolutely beautiful. I'm here at Stitchy Woo You, which is run by the lovely Sally, and look at these amazing embroideries. So she draws them and then is selling the kits. I think they're absolutely lovely. I mean, who wouldn't want to sew that? It's just delicious. Sally, I think your stall is absolutely
Thank you.
beautiful. I love all your kits. Where have you got your inspiration from for making them?
Oh gosh, all sorts of things really. Design ideas pop into my head, so.
And have you stitched from being a child?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Yes,
I did
so
my
have I.
City and Guilds with Beaney and Littlejohn
Oh,
years
my
ago.
goodness.
And then eventually I went on to teach for 20 years full-time
Oh, really?
textiles.
Now you see, I don't even know them because although I've stitched from being a child,
Yeah.
but I've just always just done my own thing on my own.
Yeah.
So I've never really known anybody else.
Oh, you must go and see their exhibition. They're just down there.
Oh, really?
Really
So
good.
who am I looking for?
Beaney and Littlejohn.
I'm just buying 1.5 meters of this absolutely beautiful embroidered linen from Joe at Higgs and Higgs. Absolutely gorgeous fabric, and I've fallen in love with this. So this is coming home with me, and it's going to make myself a skirt. And I'm sure you'll probably see me making it at some point. Thanks, Joe.
No worries.
Well, I've just found this lovely stall. It's called Thimblewood, and Michelle, who's standing here, it makes these lovely felt creations. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, Michelle.
Thank you so much.
So you're selling kits for them?
I am. I'm selling kits and patterns.
Kits and patterns
Yeah,
too,
so
so you
people
could
have
use
got
your
the
own felt.
That's right. If you've got materials at home, there's a pattern for you. Or if you haven't got materials, then there's a kit.
Oh, I think they're lovely. What's your favourite of the ones you're selling?
Oh, I think at the moment it's going to be these little angels.
Oh,
with a sewing machine. One's got an embroidery. One's got a knitting.
Who wouldn't want an angel carrying a sewing machine? I think all of us sewists, that's what we love. Oh, thanks, Michelle. Good luck with the weekend.
Thank you ever so much.
One of the lovely things about coming to a show like Harrogate is the beautiful galleries of displays of all sorts, but particularly the quilts. This one is Path Through the Woods quilt, and it's lovely. This one's Dawn Windows by Lynn Edwards. And this is 1998, which sounds not very long ago, until you realise it's 25 years ago. There's just so much inspiration here. You come away from a place like this and you're just inspired to keep stitching, or to start something you've had waiting for ages, or finish something you've half been doing. That is amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. I hope everyone that you're getting inspired by all of this absolute beautiful hand stitching. Those of you who like to do crazy quilts, I'm going to take you right in to show you. This is how crazy quilts were done back in the day. Beautiful shibori. I think this is exquisite. And I do love the pop of orange where the quilting's been tied together. Beautiful. I think this is so much fun. Look at all the beautiful fabric. That's a way of using up your stash. Well, this place is packed because it's lunchtime, and so everybody's sitting in this magnificent theatre to have their packed lunch. And here at Sewing Sanctuary with lovely Sarah, who every year I buy more fabric.
How are you?
I'm fine, Sarah. Are you having a good show?
I am, yeah, we have a really good busy day, and then it's a pleasure to see you.
Thank you. I always search you out because I love your fabric. And look, Sarah's cutting me some lovely fabric. I'm going to make a dress with.
When did you
show last year?
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, last year's show.
Yeah, already 1 year.
Yes, so one whole year. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm here at this lovely stall at Japan Craft. I've been waiting to come here to Harrogate because I needed some lovely fabric and threads to do my coat. So this is Katie who has this stall, and it's absolutely gorgeous, Katie. I absolutely love all your fabrics and everything.
Thank you.
Are you having a good show?
Very good show so far. It's been very busy, thank you.
Excellent. I'm going to just show everybody what gorgeous fabric you've got. This fabric is absolutely luscious. I'm afraid I've spent quite a bit of money here getting this sashiko thread and some beautiful fat quarters to go into my coat. Mid-afternoon, things are calming down ever so slightly. There's still plenty of people walking around. Plenty of people are still buying. And actually there's 2 days left to go. Hi Alison, been enjoying it? Excellent. Well, I've come into the dining room because it's got a little bit more space to lay things out, because at the moment my work table is absolutely full of things, and I thought it would be a nice change of scene for you to be in the dining room. I've got my Harrogate shopping, and I did buy more than I expected to, but I do love everything I did get. But very quick, before I get into what I actually bought, I forgot to put this onto the end of the penny video, and it's just another way of using those thrifted jeans. So I should have put this in. I made this handbag absolutely years ago, and it actually is just the same part of jeans that I showed you in the penny, except I've used the whole bit. So all I've done for that is cut the bottom legs off the jeans, and then before I sewed the bottom up, I've sewn the frill around because I quite like the hippie vibe, and you definitely don't have to put lace on, but I just had lace and I liked it. And then I sewed the bottom up just like you'd sew a bag together by putting it inside and, you know, cutting the corner off. So that's what I did with the outside of the bag. I added buttons, so these are some laundry buttons and some silver buttons. And then because the waistband was there all the way through, I thought I'd add a bit more lace, of course. And then the strap is actually the waistband off a pair of my son's old jeans. And so I just cut the waistband off and sewed that on. So I've added a proper zip closure, and it's lined with pockets on the inside, and a nice tab zip bag closure. And it's a really cool bag. When I do wear this, I do get quite a few comments on it. People always like to know how it's made, and they go, is that a pair of jeans? And I go, yes it is. And I do love it. So that should have been on the end of the other video. So that was just a little extra there that I forgot to put in onto Harrogate. It was really, really nice. I hope that you found it all right watching that, because I actually don't know how to edit out the sound yet, and then I thought it would add to the atmosphere and you'd feel like you were really there. So I hope that worked out all right. So here's my first. So this was from Sarah at Sewing Sanctuary. I've bought fabric off her every time I see her at the sewing shows. So she's at Harrogate and she's also at Sewing for Pleasure in March. And she does the most beautiful fabrics. And so I got a metre of each of these with the idea that I'll put all 3 of them into one dress. Probably a pinafore dress. So sort of patchwork style, or maybe colour blocked style, but with patterns. This one's really lovely. She had this one in a pale colourway as well, but I like the dark. And then this has just got such a good retro vibe going on. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. In fact, I nearly just got this fabric. And it's so thick, it's just a lovely, lovely cotton. So, yes, these are 55% linen, 45% cotton. And they're her designs. So that's Sarah's Sewing Sanctuary. And she does have an online presence. That's a dress to be made. Who knows when, but that's definitely, if I go and get things and then there's always something for me to do. Doesn't matter when the inspiration strikes. Now this next one was from Higgs and Higgs, and their stuff was a bit pricey, but gorgeous. And this is linen, and they had this fabric in 2 colourways, a mossy green and this beautiful grey blue, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It's embroidered linen and it's just, oh, I just had to have some. And so I've bought 1.5 meters, and I think I'm intending it to be a skirt so that it can go with a plain top. So probably one of my divided skirts, which would work really fine with that, I think. So that's that with Higgs and Higgs. Then I found the Japan shop and just went a bit crazy, because I'm still intending to be doing my linen coat, my Japanese coat, Japanese inspired coat I should say. So this was all from Japan Crafts. They had the most beautiful stall and the most exquisite fabrics. What I actually went for were the sashiko threads. So I've got 100 meters of white and 100 meters of cream. And then I didn't think I'd use colours, but I bought a blue and a turquoise because they were just so lovely. And I thought a nice pop of colour might have gone nicely in my coat. And so these are the fabrics that I got while I was there. So they were in a bundle of scrap ends. So they're all the same width, but they were rolled up like that with their length on. And of course I've unrolled them already. So I've got this beautiful plain. So these are all to go into my Boro inspired coat. So as you can see, there's the width, but that's just going to be perfect for the patches that I'm making. So this will be the only new fabric that goes into my coat, because everything else, I've got my little project case here to add them to, and if I have this time I'll give you a quick look. That lovely one. I thought this orangey red would look nice in it. And then these 2 plains, these are definitely not for my coat, but there's just such beautiful soft linen. Even though I've got, you know, I just thought I couldn't resist. And that green, perfect for leaves and flowers and all sorts of things. So that was Japan Crafts. Now they're going into here, which is an old picnic case that I'm using to keep all of my thrifted things for the coat. And so in here I've got purple denims, I've got denim cotton fabric, thrifted whatever to cut up. I've also got, I went on a course with Mandy Patullo, and I brought home all the fabrics that she gave us, but it was actually on borough style stitching, and that was what I did on the day. And so this is the type of thing I'm going to do on my coat. And so I've put all this in here. So that was all the thrifted fabric from Mandy Patullo. But then I have Japanese fabric, more Japanese fabric that's already being mended. Look at that, that's gorgeous. I'm hoping that will go in my coat. And then things like vintage curtains, which I thought would be good, vintage curtains. In fact, anything that I feel might be coat worthy is in this case. And so all my haul from Japan Crafts is going to go in here too. And then I've got all my things waiting. And if I go on holiday anywhere, I just need to take this picnic case with me, and I'll be good. So that's my coat waiting. I went to Popplestone Studios, and that one is for, oh, I actually don't have a project for it yet. In fact, I'll probably be knitting or crocheting something specially for the button. Couldn't resist. This was £2.50 for all these glass beads, and the reason I got this one was because, just look at that. That's glorious. In fact, I'll come closer. There, that's glorious. But they're all glorious, these beads. Ones like that. And they're just beautiful. So, beads for adding on. A white marker pen, that's particularly for doing my borough, my sashiko. I got this, which I don't know why I did really, because it's not like I can draw my own patterns, but the lady at Stitchy Woo Woo, she was so lovely and her things were so nice. I had to just buy the sampler design for the sewing room. I haven't even got space to put anything on my wall, but I'm going to be doing that. And I'm just going to make up my own thing of the embroidery, because her embroidery is mainly just straight lines, but it's really nice and I really liked it. I nearly started that the other day. I thought, no, finish your Christmas presents. I've got to keep finishing Christmas presents at the minute. And last but not least, I got some thread. As if I needed thread, but this was Paintbox threads. And believe it or not, in that whole show, she was the only thread person there. And the two people that I thought would be there, and the reason I hadn't bought online, because I was waiting to go to the show because I thought they would be there. I found out that one lady is not so well and is retiring and definitely not doing shows anymore. And the other person are also not doing shows anymore, and were maybe in a bit of ill health. I'm not sure about that, but that was why they weren't there. So I found it really odd that a knitting and stitching show with all of that fabric and all of that yarn didn't really have a threads person other than Paintbox threads. And Paintbox threads were mainly stranded cotton, although they did have a lot of pearl cotton. So I like stitching with pearl, and mine are all thrifted at the minute, and so it was really lovely to see the gorgeous colours that I just don't have. And so I treated myself to these beautiful ones here. And these also are Pearl 12. This was called Wisteria Blooms as a colour pack, and I just thought it was glorious. So they're going in my box. And I think that's it. I don't feel as if I got huge amounts, but maybe I did. Oh, I actually bought a knitting pattern. The lady had that pattern knit up in grey, in a really lovely yarn, and it really looked nice. It's worked flat, but there's no seams on it. The sleeves are picked up at the shoulders and knit downwards to the cuff. And it was really, really lovely on the hanger. It looked nicer on the hanger than it does on that picture. And I thought I would be able to knit from my stash for that. So I didn't buy any yarn. In fact, I think it's the first year that I haven't bought any yarn at all, because I've got so much yarn and I've got so many projects to start. So that's what I got at the stitching show, and I had a really, really lovely time. So I hope that you have enjoyed seeing my filming from it. I'm not quite sure whether I was doing the right thing by asking people to film people while I was buying things, but everybody I asked said yes, they didn't mind. And the only thing I missed out on was that Mandy Patullo said to go back and she would give me an interview at the end of the show. But we were so worn out and ready to go, I totally forgot. And I was halfway home before I remembered. So never mind. It was just lovely to see her. It was lovely to see everybody. And it was a really good show. So if you went there, I hope you also had a really good time and spent whatever you needed to spend and got home some lovely goodies, because I'm really happy with what I got, and I can't wait to be making a skirt with that lovely linen. That might actually become before anything else, unless it's this jacket, which I don't know. I've got to finish my linen coat first and start the knitting. So that'll maybe, I can't even say what might be next, because my mind's in a blur because of Christmas coming up. And yeah, I'm on with the next bird. So, and it might be the last one. It might just all work out right for Christmas actually, because as I come to the end of the birds, it'll give me a bit breathing space to do Christmas and then start the new embroidery project in the new year, along with whatever else is going on. So I'm just going to sit here with my cup of tea and say thank you very much everyone for watching, for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel, and generally just commenting and being really supportive. I find everyone really supportive, so thank you very much. And I hope however you're wanting to support me, that's I'm really grateful and super happy that you're all there. So thank you very much. I'm going to raise my cup of tea to you and say bye for now from Marion's World. Bye everyone.